Hey, hey, what's up, you guys? I have a super special video that I've been waiting to upload for so long, and now I'm finally uploading it. It is my huge collective haul. You guys should be super proud of me that I haven't uploaded this sooner in like smaller parts because God knows I've wanted to. The boxes of stuff that I've ordered have just kind of been like coming in and my stuff has been piling up. Like I've stored it, most of it in this Victoria's Secret bag. But I still have two other boxes that just came in today. That's why I was like, I can make this video now because I think the final two boxes are here. So this video is going to be super long. If you don't like long videos, you can like skip around, I guess. But the places that I've ordered from are Sephora, Ulta, and then I do have some Victoria's Secret stuff in here as well. Not like lingerie or anything, but like lotions and body products. Um, but the reason I have ordered so much was because Sephora had, for the past week, their VIB sale going on. So I got 15% off of anything I ordered on Sephora, plus cash back through Ebates. And with Ebates, Ulta had 8% cash back on Ebates like this whole week or whatever, which is like double than what it usually is. So I've ordered through Ulta to get cash back and stuff. So literally, there's like nothing else that I really need at all for a while for shopping. Um, but yeah, with Ebates though, I'll link that site down below. You can get cash back on pretty much anything you shop for online. So I'll leave my code down below and you can click it and go do it. I've kind of just gotten into using Ebates when I shop online, so there's that too. But let's get cracking into this stuff. I'll try to separate it from what I remember that I got from where. Like I said, everything's kind of combined in this bag. So I'll start with the Victoria's Secret stuff first. Everything from there is kind of from one of their new scent lines that they have, and it's the Wild in Pink scent. So this scent is like a limited edition for summer, along with two other scents. But this one is mango and violet. That's like kind of a scent. So in that, I got a Wild and Pink 2-in-1 wash and scrub, which looks like this. Victoria's Secret is in the same company as Bath and Body Works is, so a lot of their body products are the same, like pretty much the same quality, just different scents. So I've really liked a scrub that I got like this from Bath and Body Works, so I thought I would give this one a try. It lathers like a body wash, and then it's also got like little granules in it to exfoliate your skin, which is amazing in the shower. Um, and I picked up the Wild and Pink body spray, which I've got to admit I have been using, and I love it so much. It's really like it smells really summery, but it's not too heavy. So at least to me, my mom thinks that every scent is heavy. So I sprayed this on in the car, and she was like, "That smells disgusting," but I think that it's fairly light. Um, and I just love that scent. So whatever. And then finally from Victoria's Secret, I got the pink Wild and Pink body lotion. I just think the packaging on this stuff is so cute. Like it's like a sunset with pink and yellow and blue. And it comes with a pump, which I'm like currently obsessed with lotions that have pumps and I don't know. So I thought it was cute. It would be cute to go on my desk or, on, my makeup. I'm trying to put together a makeup vanity this summer. That's a whole other story. But I thought this would be cute to go on there when I did get that, set up. Okay, so that was Victoria's Secret. I did get one hair product just today. I got my hair cut yesterday. I don't know if you can kind of tell. It's kind of layered and stuff. And my hairstylist put this product in my hair and then gave me like a 20% off coupon for next time. But that coupon would have expired by the time I would have needed another haircut. So I just used it to get a hair product, and it's the Kevin Murphy Young Again serum, and it's made with the Immortelle flower or whatever she said. This stuff makes made my hair feel so soft. Like this is like Moroccan oil times 2. Like I just loved it. And I guess you can put it in when your hair is wet or dry and it just kind of absorbs into the hair and makes it soft. So I definitely, like, I wasn't going to buy this when I first was there, but I went back today after, because this is like second day hair, I guess. I went back today and I was like, I need that product. So I picked it up with my 20% off discount. Okay. I have 2 products from MAC, which I did wind up buying when I was home for like last weekend. I was home and we were at the mall and that's where I got the Victoria's Secret stuff. But then I went to the MAC counter and I only got 2 things. I got this MAC shadow in Sweet Heat, which it's an extra dimension shadow, I believe. So it's got this cool little like swirly pattern in it, and it's just kind of a like coppery gold color, I think is like the best way to describe it. It's like a coppery gold color, and I just thought it was really pretty. So I just went for it because I was just like, I need one more shadow to put in my Z palette. This will be it. And then I also got a lipstick. This is in the color Myth, which Makeup by Tiffany D on YouTube talked about this and how she paired it with a gloss, and it just looked really pretty. And it's just like a classic nude lipstick. I just thought it was really pretty, and I have a gloss that could, go really good with this. Okay, so the rest of the stuff is Sephora and Ulta. I'm going to start out with Sephora, I guess. I don't know. I'll just I'll just pick, because you guys know it's from Sephora and or Ulta, and they pretty much sell the same stuff. So the first thing that I got is a Benefit They're Real mascara. I have talked about for the longest time of how I do not believe in buying high-end mascaras. I had a sample of this recently. It's currently in my empties bag. This mascara has changed my lash life. I have never really gotten into the hype around this mascara, and it's literally after I've used that sample, I was just like, I need this in my life. It's amazing. No mascara that I use now, from the drugstore or anything like that, compares to how much that I liked the look that this mascara gave me. So, and I figured with the 20% off, I could get it because it would be cheaper than usual. I got a new all-nighter spray. I was out of the all-nighter kind. Currently, I'm using the D-Slick spray, and I just don't like that as much as I like the all-nighter. And I got the big bottle this time. Usually, I get the small bottle or the travel size, but I splurged and got the big bottle. My mom actually paid for this, so I was like, I know it sounds terrible, but I was just like, get the big bottle instead. So I picked that up. I also, on that same trip, I picked up the Naked Skin foundation from Urban Decay. I've actually used this a little bit too, but I did keep the packaging and stuff. I'm in the shade 3.5, and I really, I wasn't sure about this foundation at first, but I really do kind of like it. I think it's going to be a good summer foundation. It's really light, I don't even really feel like I'm wearing foundation when I wear this. And it's just a really light formula, and it just looks good on the skin. So try that. I do have all my receipts and stuff in case I try stuff and I don't like it, then I can return it. I picked up this brush. Speaking of returning things, I'm going to be returning this brush. This is the Sephora Pro Domed Stippling Brush. Now, I bought this to use with the Naked foundation, and it's kind of dirty. Do you wash brushes before you return them? I'm not sure. But I used this, I think, twice or 3 times, and I did wash it before I started using it. This thing sheds like a motherfucker. And that was really terrible to say. But it's terrible. It sheds all throughout my foundation, and little hairs get in my foundation, and nobody likes that. And I don't know if I should just wash it one more time and then it'll be fine or whatever. But this was an expensive brush, and I think I'm just gonna return it. Let me know down below if you've ever if you've ever returned a brush. Do you wash it before you return it, or do you just return it with like the foundation in it? I don't know. But that's gonna be a return. I have a few samples of stuff, so I'm gonna just do those to get them out of the way. I have a sample of De Lolita Lempica perfume. It's supposed to smell like coral flower. I don't know what that is, but it's a really big sample of the perfume. Like, look at how big that is. I have a sample of the Encounter by Calvin Klein perfume. It says it's masculine, intriguing, and seductive. So I don't know. It's a decent size sample. I have so many perfume samples that I've gotten like in the little bottles that I really just need to start using them. I have a NARS Radiant Tinted Moisturizer sample pack. And then a First Aid Beauty repair cream, which I'm really excited because everybody raves about First Aid Beauty. So I have this sample. And then I redeemed like one of my points, or like 100 points or whatever, and got a sample of the Big Easy foundation from Benefit. And it just looks like this. It's just like the light formula or whatever, light shade. So I think that'll work. And I was tempted to buy that foundation, but then when I got my points or whatever, they're like, "Oh, we're giving this as a sample." I'm like, that's so cool, because I was gonna buy it, and if I don't like it, that just saved me. And then my last sample that I got is a Kat Von D makeup remover wipes. There's 2 wipes in this packet, and I love Kat Von D, and I love makeup wipes, so why not, you know? Okay. I got a Clinique blush. This one is in the color Peach Pop. This is one of their cheek pop blushes. I have been looking at these for forever, and it was between this one and Ginger Pop. And Ginger Pop was like a more like natural looking, like a little bit of brownie color. But they were never in stock. Like Ginger Pop was never in stock, so it was between that one and this one. So I'm like, I'm just gonna go with this. This is Peach Pop. It's just like a really like orangey, like corally color, and I love the print of the flower on there. That's adorable, can I just say? And I swatched these in the store, and it was amazing. Like the color builds up so well. It's great. I got a Too Faced La Creme lipstick in the color Taffy. Again, these are all like things that I've been like lusting after for forever, that they're always like so expensive that I'm like, oh, you don't need an expensive lipstick like that. But with my discount and the cash back and stuff, I was just like, girl, you go for it. So I went for it. And this is Taffy. It's kind of like a nude pink color. That's what it looks like. I did like 3 swipes of it. I'm sure you can build it up, but it's very glossy looking. And it's really not like as pigmented as I thought it would be, which is kind of nice, because I was a little bit scared of this pink color, but I didn't want to go with like a straight up like brown nude, because I have a lot of those. And so I was kind of wanting something with a little bit of color, and I think this will be really pretty in the summertime. So, and I love the packaging too. It's like gold. I've been like obsessed with Too Faced lately. Like I want to try all their products, which you will see coming up, because the next thing I have is the Too Faced Natural Eyes palette. They redid this palette with 3 new shades, I believe, and I don't even have the original one. But I bought the a la mode eyes or whatever, and then that has just led me down a trail of Too Faced cosmetics. This is what it looks like. I know the lighting is like terrible and not doing anything justice, but this is what it looks like. It's just a neutral palette, and a lot of the shades are really shimmery and beautiful, so I needed it. just needed it. Although I bought this first, and I don't know why I did, because the next thing that I bought, you'll see it. It makes no sense. The chocolate bar palette. People rave about this palette like there's no friggin' tomorrow. And I was just like, I need this in my life. And that's pretty much my logic for everything. I just need this in my life. So it comes with a little pamphlet of like looks that you can do with it. You guys have all seen this. People have reviewed this like crazy. But this is what it looks like. It has the sheet that comes off with the color names, and then it looks like this. I actually did swatch some of these colors for myself when I first got it, and they are beautiful. Like, I know why people love this palette, and I mean, look at it. It looks like a chocolate bar. What if that's the thumbnail? Just but it's beautiful, and I can't not wait to do it. But see what I mean? I think I don't know. I might return the Natural Eyes palette because I have this, and it's like I don't know if I need both because they're both like neutral palettes. I haven't decided yet, but that we shall see. Okay, I have 2 more things in this bag, and then we're getting into the boxes. I told you this was going to be a really long video. The first thing is from Bite Beauty. Now, I've been obsessed with my one Bite Beauty lipstick that I've had, for a while. And so I wanted to get a new one. This is like one of their dual-ended ones. So it looks like this. It's kind of small, but I mean, really, do you really go through lipsticks? Like, I never do. And this is in the combo Musk and Lychee. They did have a brighter duo, but this is like kind of a nude pinky duo. And then they had like a red and plum one. So this is the color Lychee. It just looks like that. It's a little bit of a like peachy nude shade. It's just kind of, yeah, it's really pretty. It's right next to, and I'm not really pressing that hard either. I'm sure you can get more pigment with it if you really like are applying it, but it's right there. And then this one is Musk, which is a more like brownish nude color. On the packaging, like it looks nothing like the actual color that it is. I don't understand, but yeah, this color reminds me of the Retsina one that I have a little bit, except it's a little bit darker. So it just looks like that. I have my window open, and there's probably like people outside being like, what the fuck is that girl's problem? And then the last thing that I got is from Tarte. Trisha Paytas recommends this, or talks about this all the time for blending in her foundation, so I picked this up. This is the Tarte The Buffer Bamboo Brush, and she talks about that it gives like an airbrush foundation, or airbrush finish to her foundation. It's like, what's the word? What am I talking about? But I think it's just such a cute brush, and it's really super soft, and I love it so much. Like, I don't even want to use it for foundation. I just want to, like, rub up on it. Is that weird? I think that's weird. Okay, so those are all the things that I had, like, previously bought, and, like, when the stuff comes in, I had taken it all out of the package and, like, looked at it, and stuff like that. This stuff I haven't even looked at, because I literally just got back from work and saw that I had these 2 boxes. So we have either Ulta or we have Sephora. We're going to go with Sephora because I think I ordered this one first. So we're just going to crack in. It says fragile on it, but I don't remember buying anything that was fragile from Sephora, so who knows. But let's just crack into it and see what we have. Alright, this is the receipt. Oh, I'm so excited about this. I forgot, like, some of what I ordered. Okay, so the samples are on top. I got another First Aid Beauty Repair Cream. Can never have enough, like, lotion. And then I got a sample of the Naked Skin BB Cream that's, like, new or whatever. So it's that girl's face on it. I don't know if I want to like open it. Oh, yeah, you can open it. Shoot. So it just looks like that in a little pack like that. Okay, I'm excited about this stuff. I got 2 things in this order. The first thing is I got an Hourglass ambient lighting blush. I've never tried anything from Hourglass before, but I've swatched the powders in store and I wasn't too impressed. But I did swatch some of these blushes and I like fell in love with this one only. This is the Luminous Blush one. The packaging is adorable. I love it. It's a lot smaller than I thought it would be though. And then this is what the blush looks like. I don't know if you can tell, but it's like a pinky color and it's swirled with some of the actual luminous light ambient lighting powder. So I guess it's a good way to like try the powder and the blush in one by just getting the blush. So I picked that up. And then the next thing I only saw on the Sephora website. I didn't even see like on Ulta or anything. And it's from Too Faced again. I'm telling you, I have like a love relationship right now with Too Faced. Like, it's one of my favorite brands right now. This is the Pardon My French kit. These are the Summer Essentials from Too Faced. And it comes in this cute little bag, which reminds me so much of an Ipsy bag, which, by the way, I just got my tracking info for Ipsy, and I should be getting it either tomorrow or Monday, so expect an unbagging coming up soon. But it looks like this. It's, you know, good quality, kind of like a leathery feel on the bottom. And on the inside, everything's wrapped in this cute pink tissue paper. On the inside, oh my god, it's like Christmas. Unwrapping presents. Gosh, they really like wrap this. Let's just get to it. Okay, on the inside, there's 3 little things. There's a sample of the Too Faced Lash Injection Extreme Volume Mascara. I've never tried any of the Too Faced mascaras, but I've heard the Better Than Sex one is like amazing. So it's cool that I get to try that. There's a sample of the Shadow Insurance Primer. Look at how tiny this is. Like, I have a full size of the Shadow Insurance. Like, look at how cute it is. So I can always use, you know, another primer. And then I got this eyeliner. This is the Perfect Eyes Waterproof Liner in Perfect Black. So it's just like a pencil liner on the one end, and then on the other end there's like a rubbery smudger thing, which will really be cool for smudging like along the lash line. I don't even know if I would use it with this, but I might use the smudger for like my brown liner that I don't put on the waterline. Who knows? But I got that liner. And then this is what I actually bought this kit for. It's this like limited edition palette. This is the Bonjour Summer palette. And it has the little kit. I'm sorry, my like internet window keeps like popping up over the camera, like, so I can't even see. Okay, so it's got this cute little packet of different looks that you can do like with this palette. And I always just like to look at these, you know, maybe get some inspiration from the looks on there. And this is what the palette looks like. Like, you know, I already have the a la Mode Eyes palette, but this one was a little bit different, so I wanted to pick this one up as well. Looks like that. It's got like a pink, some like coppery and brown shades, like a turquoisey blue color, and then like 3 or like a pinky, peachy shade, a cream shade, and then a sparkly like yellowy shade. So I just thought that was really cool. And, you know, they didn't sell the palette separately, like you had to get it in the kit. So I just got the kit because, you know, you get a liner and all that stuff too. Okay, the last box. I know you guys are probably like, oh my god. Like, I tell you, I cannot go shopping for like a lifetime now. Like, there's literally I go on the Sephora website now after doing all this hauling, and there's like really nothing that I want. Like, usually I can go on the Sephora site and find like everything and make an excuse that I need it because, you know, whatever. Literally, there's not even anything that I really want, you know, which is crazy for me. Um, okay, so this is from Ulta. I'm just making sure that I remember what I'm doing here. Okay, this is from Ulta, and I got the skincare sample pack. So let's take a look at what comes in here. I'm a little bit curious because I wasn't too happy with the hair care pack. The fragrance pack was okay, but I think I'm going to like this one. Whoop! I just dropped a sample. Okay, so the sample that I dropped was the Jack Black Double Duty Face Moisturizer. This is like a really tiny sample. Like, I don't know how this is supposed to go over your whole face, but I guess we'll find out. And I've heard Jack Black is pretty good, so. Oh my gosh, I got a sample of the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. I have been curious about these Smashbox primers, and like, I'm not going to pay obviously for a whole bottle of it, but this is so cool that it comes in the skincare line. Like, and then I got this little pack from Exuviance, which I've never heard of that brand before, but you get 3 samples in it. There's the Vespera Bionic Serum. So I guess you're supposed to use this kind of as a moisturizer. You put this over your cleansed skin and just like let it soak in, I guess. And then I have 2 like little facial pads, I guess. So we'll try those out. And I got 3 things in this box. So the first thing is something I've been like really wanting to try. I've been loving my facial masks lately. Like I have a mint julep mask and then I have an oatmeal mask. They're both ones that you have to, ooh, that's kind of shady how this is like taped like that. They're both ones that you like have to wash off, and I really wanted to try like a peel off mask. It's kind of shady how that's like scotch tape. Weird. But I wanted to try a peel off mask, and the oatmeal one that I have is from Freeman's. So I picked up this one. This is the Revealing Peel Off Mask in Pomegranate. Oh, it smells really good. So I'm gonna give this a try tonight. I'm super excited about that. I got this, which Tati, or Glam Life Guru on YouTube, talks about all the time. She actually made a video with this and then like dumped it on herself in the video. And I'm almost out of my like primer for my face. Like I'm using up the last of, you know, whatever primer that I have right now. I think it's from Benefit. And then I'm going to be totally out. So I need to get a new primer. So I'm trying the Mally Perfect Prep Poreless Primer. Try saying that 5 times fast. It comes in this cute little jar. And I'm not going to really open it because when Tati did it, she kind of like flipped it and the whole thing just fell onto her lap. But it just would look like this, and you just kind of scoop some out and put it on your face. It's really cute. I like the packaging of it, and hopefully it works. Maybe I can review this for you guys. And the last thing that wait, what is this? I don't know what this is. Okay, anyway, the last thing that I got is a fragrance, and you're going to be like, what? You got a perfume? Online without even knowing what it is? Yes, but I did get a sample of this perfume out of one of the boxes that got mailed with some of the products in it, and I opened it up and I smelled it. I'm like, this would be amazing for summer. Like, that's never happened to me before, where I've gotten like a perfume sample and like smelled it and been like, this is awesome. I need this perfume in my life right now. But that's what happened with this one. This is the Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. I just smelt it and I was like, this would be amazing for the summertime. Like, I don't even know. Like, usually I have to go to the store and actually smell it in person. But I had that sample and I was just like, this is awesome. I need to order this right now. Oh, the box is like velvet. Like, The box is velvety. It almost makes me feel bad, like having to probably throw this box away. I got the smallest bottle that there was, though. Like, you could get bigger bottles of it than I got, but I just got this tiny. This is the 25 ml bottle. So it's pretty small, but I don't know. I don't want to spray it right now because I just sprayed that pink body spray not too long ago, but I'm really excited to start using this in some time. Oh my gosh, guys. With that, that has been my longest haul I've ever uploaded on YouTube. I really hope you guys like it, and I cannot go shopping for like ever now because like I said, there's literally nothing else that I really want or need. I actually might be returning some of the stuff if it doesn't work, like the brush I might be returning. Well, the brush for sure I'm returning. This Natural Eyes palette I might return because it's like, now that I have the chocolate bar palette, I don't know if I really need the Natural Eyes because I pretty much have the natural, like, pretty much have neutral shadows with the chocolate bar palette. I don't know. But I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, you can leave a comment down below letting me know if you've used any of the things that I've hauled and what you thought of them. Or if you have anything that you want to see reviewed, you can also leave that down below. A lot of these products are new to me. Some of them are repeats, but a lot of them are new. So if you see anything that you want reviewed, let me know. And like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, I will see you later, guys, without a haul. Alright, bye.